to the channel. It's your host, Sean P. Peterson Jampier. Zolife TV. You know what I'm saying? We are here today. And we just gonna do, let's see Alright, so we're gonna be talking about Carmelo Anthony case. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, pretty much what we'll be doing today. And make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel, Zolife TV. We's out here today. And so we're gonna get into it. So right now we're gonna watch what Willie D had to say. You know, Willie D, he's one of my role models. I want to be like Willie D one day. I'm just joking, but he's cool. He's a good, strong brother. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see what he got to say about the Okay. Alright, so we're gonna run this real quick. Alright. So we're gonna see what Willie D got to say about this real quick. I'm gonna give you my thoughts about the situation. My opinion is self-defense, and it should have some black people in that jail. It should. Alright, so let's go.
Willie D Live.
What's up, family? As you know, Carmelo Anthony is currently in prison, serving a 35-year sentence for killing Austin Metcalf at an April 2nd, 2025 track meet in Frisco, Texas. I got 10 reasons why Carmelo is going to get a new trial. Yeah, fam, I want you to check this out. That's Carmelo there, and this is the guy that he is accused of killing, Austin Metcalf. I got 10 reasons why Carmelo Anthony is going to receive a new trial.
All right, we're going to see if that's true.
Some of the most common legal arguments that defense attorneys tend to make after convictions. Let's get into the first one. Jury selection problems. They dismissed 3 qualified, educated black jurors from the jury selection. 3. Not one black person on the jury whatsoever. Not one, in a racially charged case. That is problematic.
What you guys think about that? Do you think because he had no black people in the jury that they found him guilty? Comment down below what you guys think. If that's a good reason to have a new trial. Comment down below.
That screams unfairness, that screams biasness, and that screams corruption. That's right,
Corruption.
I said it. Improper admission or exclusion of evidence. Family. The defense attorney, I do believe he sold Carmelo out.
Everybody should watch this video, bro.
Is the worst of the worst type of human being. He took the money from the family and he sold out Carmelo Anthony. There was some arguments out there about Carmelo Anthony's family hiring a public defender after they received the donations. That was totally false, 100% false.
over 6 figures on their fee, and it didn't work out. Obviously, my first instinct was Upwork to find us a freelancer before, because I have been working with Upwork.
In fact, the attorney that we're talking about, this guy actually performed like a court-appointed lawyer. He performed like someone who gets his checks from the same place that the judge and the prosecutor get their checks, right? Because they're all in the same game, man. Court-appointed lawyers, you want to avoid them by any means necessary. Every now and then, you might get one that's on the up and up. But the majority of them are there to make you take some type of deal, get you some paperwork, get you I don't care if you did it or not, they don't even care about that. You know what they're gonna
You know what? That's true. Because it must be like that all across the whole country. Because over here, like in Florida, like that too. So it must be like that in Texas. A lot of times the state, the prosecutors, the public defenders, the judges, they all get the same paycheck from the same person. So, you know, so it's up to you to actually push for your justice and your innocence. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
tell you? Well, I believe you, but it's going to be hard for them to believe you, man. I mean, think about it. You're a black male, you know, and you're probably going to have a majority white jury. You know, the judge, you know, you don't really understand, you know, he didn't come from your background, you know, and then, you know, you hit him with the proverbial, well, what would you do if it was you? If it was me, I'd take the deal. And just like that, you just signed off on 5 years. Or you just got yourself some probation when you was innocent. Or you signed for 30 years when if you would have had a paid attorney, maybe you know, that case, you would have ended up with a year, 2 years, 3 years, 10 years, 15 years, but not 30 years. You dig? Prosecutorial misconduct. It is alleged that the DA is friends with Jeff Metcalf. Who is Jeff Metcalf? The deceased father. It is also alleged that the father is friends with the judge. Like, this is a whole good old boy system. And I suspect that even the defense attorney is cool with at least one of them. Also, worth noting, the prosecution's office, the DA's office, recently settled a case, a lawsuit for discrimination, sexual harassment, and other charges in October of 2025. So they wanted to make sure that they got that out of the way before they started the Carmelo Anthony trial.
He called Morgan & Morgan. He not only gets a lawyer, he gets trial lawyers like Sam and Jessica, who are in it to...
You have judicial error. The defense could argue that the judge made incorrect legal rulings during the trial that affected the outcome. There was many people who said that the judge was striking down everything in Carmelo's favor. Didn't give Carmelo Anthony side no action. The judge could pretty much, if the judge does that, and how the judge communicates with the jury, that could have a significant impact on jurors, because the average juror it's not like you have professional jurors. The average juror is performing jury duty maybe once or twice in a lifetime. But so when they go on that stand, or when they go into that courthouse, they're counting on these legal people, the experts, to tell them what to do, to guide them, right? They get to make the decision, the final decision, but they're looking for guidance from the experts, the people who they put in front of them. The people who go in front of them are not the defense. It's not the defense side. It is all offense. It is the DA. The DA instructs them. The DA talks to them and tries to butter them up and befriend them and all of that kind of stuff, right? And the judge tries to, they listen to the judge because after all, it's his courtroom. And if the judge say, hey, you can't do this and you can do this and do this and I want you to be sequestered and all that kind of stuff, they're gonna do it. So they're gonna give those people the benefit of doubt because they are the professional, they are the experts, right? You have insufficient evidence. That's self-explanatory because an appeal can argue the prosecution failed to prove guilt beyond reasonable doubt. That's based on the evidence that was presented. You had incorrect jury instructions. So I don't know what that looks like, but that could be an argument that they could raise. They definitely had ineffective assistance of counsel, totally ineffective. I can't stress enough how ineffective this bomb was. Constitutional violations. These are claims that involve due process, equal protection, unlawful searches, coerced statements, or violations of the Fifth or Sixth Amendments, and these things are common appeal grounds. I've heard that they have forced people to testify and also denied people who had information that could have exonerated Carmelo Anthony to be quiet. They're like, okay, what's your story? Okay, what did you see? Well, I saw, and then Carmelo was running like he was really scared. Okay, don't worry about it. Hey, we'll get back with you. And they never called him back. Yeah. You got sentencing errors, okay? The defense can argue, they can challenge the sentence itself as excessive, unlawful, or improperly calculated. This is what I was saying about that 5 to 99 and giving Carmelo 35 years. The 5 is supposed to represent somebody who is redeemable, somebody who is a community asset or who had been a community asset up to that point. Somebody who has a very limited criminal history or no criminal history at all.
All right, that's enough. So my opinion is that Carmelo got to be left free. Let the man free. You know what I'm saying? Self-defense. That's it. Case over. Let the man go. Let the man go. You know what I'm saying? Zola TV, we's out here today. You know what I'm saying? It's talking about what's going on in this crazy, crazy world. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Zola TV News. We's out here. And we's out here today. Every day. Like, comment, subscribe.